now.
Welcome everybody to OP Digital Blueprint, and I'm joined today by my esteemed colleagues, Gina Lever and of course Collins Manor. We wanted to revisit a little bit more about the O-News 11 that we've seen in our back offices, and I'm going to let Jean take the floor here because she has some ideas that we need to share. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Andy. Hi, Collins. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been doing, reviews of the O-News 11 and thoughts about it. But it dawned on me as we were getting ready to come on here is that this whole, I'm looking at my notes here, this whole O-News 11, it's almost like a tribute to the little guy. It's all talking about the impact of like grassroots effort. And that is how we're going to have an impact. So if you go through the O-News 11, it's talking about the survey. So it's saying all of you, individual people, you regular Joes out there, you all put your input. And it had this massive, like the numbers were huge. Was it 98.6% fully committed, 93.3% willing to stay no matter the time, all this great data, but it's all individual people, right? Little people that are coming together to have a big impact. And so it's like an homage to say that you are spread out all over the world, but when you come together in those kinds of numbers, the impact is huge. And that the impact on, say, the individuals who are on Ash's team, also the little guy, and that they are like working together to have this big impact. And then I was looking at the vision. It's all about empowering individuals. We've known that the products and services and everything are going to be used by big companies, probably governments, countries. I mean, it's going to just be used by everyone. But O-News 11 is all about individuals, it's saying to make all ages and walks of life affordable and user-friendly, accessible to all. It's all about the small business person, that work at home affiliate, local business owner. It's pointing us towards the little guy that is going to change their life, their business. They're going to flourish. That's going to help the economy of their local community. That's going to help the economy of the state in which that community sits, and on and on and on. But it's all pointing us towards the grassroots that you don't, our new direction is going to be focused on empowering that people at the very, very grassroots level, the very base level, not say going after the whole hog, right? So I just wanted to draw attention to that grassroots feeling that is being focused on in O-News 11. So that's where I wanted to start with. Andy, thanks.
Thank you, Jean. We visited some of this on Sunday at Heroes webinar, so I don't know whether you guys joined us on Heroes on Sunday, but I wanted to revisit the survey very quickly because the figures are incredible, and I know some of you have managed to get on and look into the back office and see this for yourself, and others just think, okay, well, I'll let someone else tell me. 98.6% of all of those that voted, and let's call them 100,000. We've got 1.4 million, but actually, if you think about it, there's an awful lot of people that had more than one account, and some even had as many as 700 or 800. So if you think about it, that 100,000 probably covers 400, maybe 500,000 people anyway, but 98%. 98.6% of people are fully committed to seeing this through to the end. Now that is an incredible statistic, but also it was 93.5% are in no matter what the time frame. okay, we want this to happen sooner rather than later. Everyone does, but at the end of the day, we want to make sure that this is right. And 87.8% of you all said, look, you know, we have a problem with the existing vehicle we've got. We're happy to move into another vehicle that's going to take us the rest of the journey. That's phenomenal too. And as we've said before, this is extremely important for us to get to that next level. Now, I think personally, and don't quote me on it, I think we're closer than most people seem to think. But Ash has made it clear before that he wanted to get to stage 10 before he told us about stage 1. And that's also very important from the point of view that Chinese whispers have come in before and things have been misconstrued, and you know, it didn't come out the way it was supposed to come out. His commitment to complexity becoming simplicity is exactly what guys like me need, because I'm not a technical man. I don't understand marketing particularly. How do I sell to the internet? I don't know how to do that. And I've tried, don't get me wrong, I've tried before and it's cost me an awful lot of money. So Ash is there to help guys like us actually make it a lot easier. So in other words, instead of 3% of the guys that work online making money, it's going to be the 97% that he's trying to help to get there, which is fantastic. So what are your thoughts, Collins?
Yeah, Andy, thank you. Yes, you know, when Gene started off, a lot of things came in my head, which I was just thinking about, you know, the power of helping small businesses. So if you look at the society, these are the people who struggle a lot because one, they have tight financial constraint. They are just working on limited budget. A lot of people don't even like to work for them because they feel like, what if the business doesn't succeed? What will happen? The business collapse, it means we've lost our job. Everyone wants to go and work for large corporation, medium size, but those small, you know, small businesses, people don't really care about them. Even sometimes to even grant them loan is hard. Bank don't want to even borrow them money because what if the question is what if, you know? So you look at things like this, why Ash is building this type of company. Today, Oliver sent me something and I was listening to Jack Ma talking about small businesses. You know, no, he explained when he started Alibaba, nobody liked to work for him because it was just tiny. They didn't trust him. Talking about the internet, building something, e-commerce. They said, just forget about it. Can never happen. At that time, internet was not even popular. Same thing we are seeing with Mr. Ash Mufara, where people don't believe. You know, people always live in disbelief. But when he is talking about helping small businesses, building powerful new application designed to help every kind of small businesses, doesn't matter. Why is he focusing on small businesses? Because these are the people who are struggling. You help small business, you help a community. Because imagine how many small businesses are out there. There are a lot. Large corporations are not many. The smaller business, private, you know, individual entrepreneur, people want to be entrepreneur. There is no money. They are afraid. You have your skills, but there is no way to even expand or to do something because you are just like, you're thinking about the unknown. What if there is something out there that can give you the platform, a platform that will be a springboard for you to start something new? That's exactly what Mr. Ash Mufara is doing, looking at all of those people in their face. Tell them that I'm coming for you. There is something out there. We can build something strong and powerful to help you to enhance your own business so you can start to live the dream that you want to live. That's exactly what, like Jean was saying this, my head was just spinning up and say, yes, these are the people who cannot even afford software solution. They cannot even have a platform to promote their business because look at business, the way it grows now. If people cannot have eyes on your business, you can have the best product, If there are no eyes on it, forget it. No market, forget it. What if there is someone who can give you that particular spot where everything you do or anything you do, people can still have eyes? Doesn't matter where you are living. You can be somewhere in Papua New Guinea, in Cameroon, or somewhere, even in United Kingdom, small town like Milton Keynes, and someone in China can see your business. These are all small businesses, those who are struggling, where Ash is building something strong and powerful to give you that booster. One, price point, affordability, because anything you want to do in small business, can we afford it? If you cannot afford it, it's difficult for you to even have that spot. Software solution is very expensive, especially when you pay monthly, month after month, month after month. Sometimes it becomes a lot where some company cannot even cope. Even medium size, they pay millions. So if they can pay and nothing is coming in, they'll tell you, you know what, forget about it. We are done with this application. We cannot cope. If we continue with this application, everything will fall apart. Let's move to something fresh, new, and simple and cheaper. So Ash is coming with quality and affordability, to help small startup businesses. And it is already there coming. That's where Ash is. And there are millions or billions of companies out there across the globe. Look at someone, imagine Africa. If I take, for instance, Africa, 1.4 billion people are young entrepreneurs. People who are leaving university every day full of hopelessness. There is nothing. They can develop, they can do things, but there is nothing in front of them to start. What if what Ash is doing jump into their hands? You've just give somebody golden opportunity, because that's the virgin. What about Brazil? We are look at other countries. We're just calling, just hub, India, the whole of Asia. Sometimes you look at all of those continents, those countries, and you look at the populations. They need it. Because we are living in an internet. We're living in a digital space now. Without technology, you cannot survive. So most of the company have make it too tight. It's like for the it's like luxury now for you to have it. It's for the rich. But what if someone said, no, we want to go down for humanity. We need to put this down there. Put something that is even for everybody. If you jump on it, you can build a business. Like Jean said, work from home. Someone can start a business on your own. You don't have to be like straight into the company, but they give you a platform where you can start a business for yourself that can take you to where you want to. That is amazing. It's crazy. So I will leave it there, Jean. It's just crazy.
Thanks, Collins. This is very true, because at the end of the day, if you look at the economy as a whole, what is the bit that boosts the entire economy? It's not the big companies. It's the small companies. It's the little companies. It's the one-man bands, the guys that have got 3 or 4 people working with them. It's those that run the economy. And these are the ones we're trying to boost. And these are the ones we're trying to help. And when you can create something specifically for these guys that is affordable and value for money, this is where it's going to really start to help. So, Jean, I'm sure you've got some extras that you would like to include.
Yes, I do, Andy. Thank you. Yeah, when Collins was talking about the small businesses, oh my gosh, it just got me so excited, because I think one of the things that Ash has always talked about is like, empowering inventors, innovators, and that kind of thing. And I just started thinking about all those people, especially affected during COVID, but just in general, like Colin said. They have they're craftspeople, they're artists, artisans, cabinet makers, coffee shop owners, used bookstore owners. They're people that are following their passion, but they can't possibly survive because everything's so expensive. The overhead of any kind of storefront they have, rent, paying staff, all these kinds of things, that just keeps them from being able to follow their passion. And just imagine a world where all of the basic, the software, all of the stuff you have to do to manage a business is all taken care of and easy and affordable, and quite possibly bringing in income on the side. You know what I mean? We don't know what that's going to look like, but just imagine that, so that people can go and make their jewelry and sell their wares and even maybe give back and donate more than they ever would before, because they've got this side income coming in from the software and as an affiliate, that kind of thing. So it just makes me so excited, because the world is going to change and you're going to bring joy back to it. People are going to be following what they love, not this job because they have to go and pay the bills, and they work, as Chris has said many times, you work until you're, in your late 60s, and then you're already sickly, and then you have five years to enjoy your life before it all goes, you know what I mean? Those days are over. They're over. People are going to be able to sit down and think, what do I love? What did I used to love before life got a hold of me, before everything in my life got suppressed and held down and I became a slave of the system, right? What did I used to love? Was it playing guitar? Was it this? Was it that? And people can do those things now and make money. I'm so excited for the world. I'm excited for us here, anybody watching, and it's just, we are part of making that happen. We're going to be people bringing joy to individuals, and just it's just going to be a wave of unexpected delight across the world as people's burdens are lifted, and then they can follow their joy. If that doesn't excite people, I don't know what to say, because that just lights me up in a big, big way. And thank you, Ash Mufareh, for being who you are, and for creating what you do, and for attracting all the people that are going to help you create it, including all of us. So anyway, that's what I wanted to add, Andy. Thanks.
Thanks, Jean. That's great. Collins, I'm sure you've got something else that you'd love to put into the mix.
When you think about O News 11, it just always gets me excited, because there is a lot of information in O News 11, because I really touch about how the system, or we can say the application the company is building, will help everyone of all walks of life. It talks about education, personal development, financial well-being, all of those things, by changing complexity into simplicity. You look at the complexity of it, you make it as simple as possible, and then also make it affordable for all. So once you change that system, make it as simple as possible, what will happen? A lot of people will jump on it, and then affordability is the price. That's the power, what Ash want to put, to tell you that this is about humanity. It's nothing to do with money. It's more than a business. It's a movement. Ash want to move like tsunami, to help as many people as possible, those who are looking for something, something to do. Can be education, can be your own personal development. Doesn't matter. There's something for everyone. When it comes to this company, there is something for everyone. People will look at it and say, wow, why have we not really got this in our hands for a very long time? Why is it now that we're having an application like this that can do ABC without hassle? That can give us quick turnover, because like Jean, we're just looking about small business. What about charity organization? Those who are struggling, there are people who are running charity organization, even what we've seen yet, sometimes they can't even cope. What if there is a system that can assist you to perform that particular task? What is in your heart? You want to really reach out to people, and there is something there that can boost you, energize you, solution that is affordable in your own hands, so you can do what you want to do. That is really amazing. And When Ash is looking, it's like Ash is looking in the hearts of people. It's looking at the situation out there and saying, how can I help? What can I do that will benefit everyone? You know, if they decide to see and jump into it. Like Jack Ma said, when you are an inventor, people always laugh at you, think like you are crazy. What are you talking about? This can never happen, you know. But if you see the way most of this IT company, their beginning wasn't easy. It was rough. Sometimes there was just nothing, no money left. But when they pick up, it's a different story. Sometimes we always direct people to go and look at startup business, IT company. The road is not easy, has never been easy for them. Sometimes you are in a point either to give up or continue. But when we look at Mr. Ash Mufara, it's a vision. And he said, you know what? Even if this is the only thing, he said it, I will do, getting nothing in return, I'm happy to go down that road. To tell you, it was about humanity. His vision is to help as many people by providing them with what? With affordable application that can help them to enhance their lives and their business in any way, shape, or form. That is what Ash is doing. And that's what he wants to put in this world, to leave this world in a better place than he came into it. That's what he's doing. And that's why he is doing, because he is so passionate in this dream. He is so passionate in IT, putting something out there that will wow everybody, you know. So Jean, I'll just leave it there for you to take it over. When I think about it, it's just like, this is really mad.
Thanks, Collins. So what would you like to add then, Gino?
Well, I just wanted to when Collins was speaking, it reminded me that in the vision in ONUS 11, when he's saying, you know, we're going to do this through education, personal development, and financial well-being, not, you know, financial income, big numbers, blah, blah, blah. It's not about the money. It's about well-being, independence, freedom, you know, the ability to buy wholesome food for your family, to have rest, and it's the well-being that he is empowering us to create in our own lives. And I just think that's just everything that he is creating, and it's almost, you know, just a I don't want to say reversal. It's just upsetting the apple cart of the way things have been, and changing the way that people look at what a business can do for people. It's that providing that value, that empowerment, that upliftment, and that well-being. You know, it's just different than what businesses normally do, and I'm proud to be a part of that. But yeah, I just love that financial well-being. It's just such a nice term. That's all I wanted to add.
Financial well-being. Now, what does that mean to people? Because that's a good point. Everyone has a different view about what financial well-being means to them. So, you know, someone that's earning $200 a month, financial well-being could be 4 times that, $1,000. For someone earning £1,000 a month, it could be 4,000. It gives you the opportunity to do something different than you're already doing right now. And the key to this is that once you reach a point of being able to enjoy the things that you've wanted to enjoy but didn't have the capability because of the cash flow, that now you've got the choice to be able to do exactly what Ash is suggesting, to help others achieve what they want to, you know, whether it be helping an orphanage or helping the veterans, or you know, bringing new technologies to market, or wellness, or whatever it might be. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that we may well have this capability sooner than you think. And again, that's an exciting prospect, guys. That really is. So it's a case of really keeping an eye on what's going on, understanding what's going on, and spending time looking, watching, listening, and planning. My favourite phrase, I'm sure most of you guys will remember it: proper prior planning prevents poor performance. I won't add in the expletives, don't worry. But yes, at the end of the day, we've got time to plan, and that's ideal. So any final thoughts that you'd like to add there, Ben Collins?
Yeah, so the last phrase Ash ended up with, he said, we are moving forward with what? With clarity, with strength, and with purpose. That's the message for all of us, those who are watching and those who will come back and rewatch. Ash is moving forward. What? He said we, all of us, except some will say, oh, I don't really understand what it means. He said we are moving forward with clarity. Means we really do understand the vision of Mr. Ash Mufara, why he is doing what he is doing. Everything will become clear as we move forward. There will be nothing hidden from you, because at the end of the day, you need to understand where you are going, what he is doing. He wants to make sure everything is clear to us as possible. Clarity is Mr. Ash Mufara. Strength means we are not looking back. We learn from past mistakes, and now we've bounced back with strength, and there is a purpose for it. The purpose is about humanity. So I will leave it there.
Thanks, Collins. Any final things that you would like to add, Jean, or?
Just to keep your eyes on the OES and watch for information about the next live global update happening sometime this month. Just be excited. We're going to get more news, and that's the place you're going to find out about it. So just keep watching. You don't need to send messages to everybody on Facebook Messenger, when's this, when's that. You just go to your back office. It's all there. It's all there, and it's beautiful. So thanks so much, Andy and Collins. It's been a great chat today.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining us. Please do like and share, and please do subscribe to the channels. It really does help us to spread the word, as more people will hopefully, get to look at these things and get to understand a little bit more about what's going on. So thank you, guys, and we'll see you hopefully next week.